stampingwithdye.com. Welcome to this week's Whatcha Makin Wednesdays. And I have a fun card to share with you today. I cannot mess it up because I'm using the, you can get it now, the Altogether DSP, and I thought I had 2 packs of it. And obviously I don't. So now I have more on order. And I'm like getting my flyer out. But, so anyways, so I just have to cross my fingers I don't mess it up. But, so the Altogether is available for everybody right now. I'm also going to use some of the new blends and a few other things. So I hope you like the card. It is a, think outside of the box Diana tweak card, so you can just imagine what I'm going to show you. I have a little bit of an odd sense of humor, and so hopefully you will just enjoy the card and not be offended. Oh my gosh. So hi everybody. I know, right? Happy Hump Day. My son has a t-shirt he has had since he probably graduated high school. Isn't that bad? But it's just his favorite shirt. And it has that, hey, Mike, you know, that Camel commercial? And he usually wears it on Wednesday. So anyway, so make sure you say hi. Let me know where you're from. If you are new, make sure you say, hey, I'm new. And I will try to remember. Oh my gosh. But anyways, I had to run some errands today. I had to get a new office chair. This one that I'm sitting on is fairly new, but it is rock hard if you sit in it for any length of time. And I get up and my hip is just screaming. So I think it's going to be a good chair for like small sitting, like when if I do a video on the other side of the studio, but it's not good for the length of time that I sit on my backside during the day. All right, so that commercial is hysterical. I remember it used to be at the theater. Yeah, my outside of the box cards. Yeah, sometimes it's sad, right? It's like usually when I do kind of like a quirky card, I usually lose. Like when I post it on my blog, I sometimes will lose. At least one person will like say not what I signed up for, and that's okay, right? Everybody has their own taste. So hey, Ginny. Hey, yes, Rhonda, you made it live. And Lily's here. I feel like Romper Room. And have you been a good person? You know, have you been a good person as it spins around? Jeff was watching Chitty Chitty Bang Bang the other night. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't remember what I walk into the room for, but I was singing along with all the songs. And that is kind of an older show. So anyways, toot, sweet, toot, sweet. Okay, well, you did not come here to hear me sing, did you? This is not the singing with dye. This is the stamping with dye. So let's turn the phone and we will get started. I know, right? Somebody had coffee today. I say I'm not going to drink it. And then the creamer somehow makes it into my fridge. And I ended up drinking coffee. All right, so I'm going to scoot so you can see better. I'm trying to put my phone so you can see and not be a shadow. All right, so hang on a minute. I might have to, watching on the big screen of the TV. All right, very, very good. So let's see. Let's see. All right, so what I'm going to be using is from this suite here. And now everybody can get from this suite. Now some of it is only available last. I'm trying to see which that is. Oh, the dies. Maybe it's just the dies. I know these are carrying over. Isn't that bad? But so the DSP doesn't say while supplies last. I think it's just the dies. But anyway, so I'm going to use the DSP and the blends. All what started today. I don't have this yet. It's on its way because I ordered a couple today. but everybody can order. This is one of the new kits. So the kits are a new thing that Stampin' Up's doing. We've had Paper Pumpkin forever. But the kits are just mentioned in the catalog as a like watch for that. Oh, my sister, what did she say? Yes. What's funny is I watched Grey's Anatomy, and this is like squirrel, but the one nurse or doctor, she's she's a British nurse or something. She kind of reminds me of that guy that stole the kids. So anyways, all right. So this is a new kit that everybody can get starting today. Here is the item number 159335 if you are in the USA. Because I don't want to say that might be your number might be different if you're in another country. I'm not for sure. But anyways, it's a magnetic board, and this is just the instructions I printed out. So you get a whole bunch of stuff. The board is bigger than 12 by 12 because the 12 by 12 paper goes in there, and it comes with all this stuff. But I can't wait because I'm probably going to switch out the 12 by 12. We have so many 12 by 12 DSPs in the catalog. So I want my one for my studio. I want to pick a different, DSP for mine. But anyways, so super cool. So don't miss out on that because you don't want it to sell out, right? And they've been kind of selling out. All right. That's what you're here for, Cindy, to giggle. All right. So, this is what I'm going to be using today. So I'm going to be using the Lighthearted Lines. We have a few stamp sets that are super cute. I love that we've come out with some great greetings that are a little off the cuff. Does that mean funny? I don't hope it doesn't mean dirty because it's not dirty. So anyways, so this is what I'm going to be using, and it is super fun. Look at these fun things in there. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to be using this one. All right. And I'm also going to use Banner Year. This is in the main catalog as well. And it's got some really cute little sayings in there. It's got a whole bunch, right? For all the different seasons. I'm also going to use Painted Poppies. And this is a main catalog as well. And Home and Garden as well. So I just picked out a whole bunch. And this is in the mini catalog. And I did not use these, but these would work as well. So From All of Us would work, and you'll see why. And Daffodil Dream would work as well. All right. So let me get these off the desk. All right. Okay, so let's get started. So like I said, I have a little bit of an odd humor. So this is why I didn't have enough of this DSP, because I made up a bunch of these cards that I showed last week or the week before, where I added that tattoo onto the arm. So I was like, I could have swore I had more. But anyways, so I still had one piece of paper, and that's what I'm using. All right. So Sunday starts The Walking Dead, the last season, and I have watched the show forever and ever and ever. And years ago, I did this fun card on stage at convention, and it was a Walking Dead card. And it had an axe, look who's turning, and it was a birthday card, 50. So this is kind of along the same line that I'm going to be doing today. So hopefully you don't mind, Walking Dead zombie stuff. And then last year, I did this fun card so there's certain cards I keep, right? Like this is a card I've had forever. It just sits up. In fact, it was on display at convention because look, it's got these little things that stuck it onto the display board. And then this was one that I did last year with the cute little kangaroo, and I made it into a zombie. All right. So let's get to the card. So we are going to use this right here. So this is what I can't mess up because I just have that one piece. Let me get my scrap paper out. Yes, it's very suspenseful, sister. All right, so we're going to take our hands. And then I'm going to get a bunch of blends. All right, so we have a bunch of blends. I'm also going to use, now this is not a Stampin' Up! Thing. This is just a memento marker. You can grab that off of Amazon. So what I want to do, so I got this idea. I saw a card by a Kim Singleton. But she used something that wasn't Stampin' Up! And I was like, oh, you know what? I think I could do that with the hands. So that's where I got the idea from. All right, so I'm going to take my memento marker. And we're just simply going to elongate and curl some of our fingers. So this one, it's going to bend that way. So we're just kind of modifying. Yeah, so we're just kind of modifying some of these fingers. So let's see, we'll elongate and curve that one. And the same thing. So we don't have to do it to all of them. So we're just fiddle farting with our hands. You could use a Stampin' Right marker as well, but my basic black is dry, so I just have this. So I'm just kind of making the hands, the fingers, a weird shape. All right, so I think that's all I want to mess with, because I don't want to make it look too crazy. All right, so then we have our cute little hand. Well, are they cute? I still think they're cute. All right, so now I'm going to take the, so this is one of the tones. So this is the SU100. So the new markers that are the ones that come, they're called Natural Tones Stampin' Blends Collection. They are with numbers because it's not like this is an early espresso. It's just a brown. So there's like 2 to a pack. So 1 and 2 to go together, 3 and 4 to go together, etc., 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 all the way up to 1,000. And the 1,000 is the lightest color. So the higher the number, the lighter. So I want my hands to be fairly dark. So I'm going to use the SU100. And we're just basically going to color our fingers in. So maybe I should have done this as a pre-tape so I could have speeded it up. Because basically, I'm just going to color these hands in. All right. So we can talk amongst ourselves while I color my fingers in. So let's see. So this is the DSP. So I've colored the DSP in before. So I'm kind of not going super close to the edge. I can always go back if I need to, because sometimes what it does is it'll move over and fill in that white area, because I don't want it to go outside. So we're just doing the brown, and I also am going to do a couple black hands as well, because we'll say that this is kind of like a silhouette, right? So this is like a silhouette. So this one's going to be black because it's against this dark one. So we're just coloring in our crazy fingers. And then I just use the marker just to kind of get that shape. But all right, so let me see if I missed. I'm going to have to get this stamp set now. Now, which stamp set are you talking about? The greeting one? Because this is DSP, sister. These hands are DSP. But if you're talking about the greeting, the greeting is so fun. All right, so we're just going to color these in together. Na, 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 na. All right, so it's color, color, color. So I'm just having them be kind of dark, like silhouette-y. And I could have did them all black as well. But I just want them to be dark and kind of dirty looking. Right? All right, let's see. This one black. So it doesn't take too long to color them in. Now, the thing is, like, this isn't a stamp, right? This is on the DSP. I remember when I did the tattoo card, for some reason I was thinking that this was also a stamp. But it's not. The stamp is here, which I have it in the cupboard. So it makes a cute heart and then the little fingers together. It's an adorable set. And there's a heart. It's so adorable. And then it has that matching die that cuts them out. It is super sweet. So you definitely want to get that. All right, so I'm just keeping the color of these in. All right, hang on. Oops. I know, right? I was the same way, sister. Hang on a minute. I was for sure thinking it was a stamp. But not the hands going up like this. This is just a DSP. So the interlocking hands or the interlocking pinkies, that's a stamp, as well as when they go like this to make a heart, that's a stamp. All right, color, color, color. So basically, I'm just kind of going with different. So I don't want them to be perfect, right? Because they're like dirty. I want them to be, you know, they're kind of dirty hands, right? Coming out of the ground. All right. Let's see, let's see. And then let me get my black. So this, just so it looks a little bit different than the brown on the edge. So I'm just putting a little bit of black on the edge, and then I'll go over with the brown, and then it's just a little bit of a shade different where these two meet. Not that you would notice, right? If it's a silhouette, you wouldn't see. But anyways. So we're just coloring. So this is a card that could be used any time of year. But this also shows you that if you like to do Halloween cards, this would be great for Halloween. And then you would just change the greeting. Right. Last hand. Last hand. And then I'll go with the black and put a little bit of coloring here and there on these as well. But it's super easy. So if you've got kids that like to color and they like to do Halloween stuff, this would be perfect. You could give them a blend and the DSP. And this is 6x6 DSP. So you have hands going one way and the other way. So that's why I only had the one. All right. So that looks good. They look kind of not perfect, right? So then I'm going to just take the black, the solid black, and I'm just going to add a little bit here and there. More to the area that I changed the finger a little bit, just because you can see that the original line. So I just want to add a little bit of black so you don't see that original line of the finger. And once it dries, it just all kind of blends together. All right. So see how the fingers are kind of like creepy looking, you know? All right. So then we're going to take, so this is from the Poppy. So what I did was I looked through my catalog. And I wanted something that was splattery. And this is from the Poppy set. So we're going to get our soft suede. Now this paper stamps a little different. So I'm going to take this, even though this is a rubber, it's just going to give it just a little bit extra squishiness, just because this is DSP, so it stamps a little bit different. I want to add some more black and brown right here. All right. So it just has a different texture, right, than the cardstock. All right, so we're going to take this. So this is our splatter. And this is soft suede. And we are just going to splatter. And just hold it there, right, so it can soak into that DSP. We're going to turn, splatter. Splatter. And this, to me, looks like they're coming out of the dirt. Okay? So then we have early espresso. So that's darker. So even though I had soft suede on there. All right. So then I'm going to take the same stamp. And now it's early espresso. And we're just going to move our splatter up a little bit. Because these guys are coming out of the dirt. All right, so that's pretty good. All right, now we want our cute little boo. And I'm just going to do that with early espresso. And we're going to have boo be right there. Okay. Then I'm going to go to the inside of the card. So here's the inside of the card. And we're going to do the same thing. So now I need to wash my splatter. I'm washing my splatter. So if you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you go, oh my gosh, what the heck is she doing? All right, so now we're going to do some more splatters. So this is the inside of the card. And then do some of the dark. Okay, so we've got our dark, this is our dirt on the inside of the card. And then, let's see, we're going to take, this is our greeting. I hate to break it to you, but you're stuck with me. Friends forever. All right. So then what I probably will do eventually is I will cut Friends Forever off. I'll just take my scissors. Now remember, if you modify any stamps like this, the warranty is void. So just know that. You might not want to do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors. I'll show you at the end. All right. Because I'm keeping it together for this card. All right. Well, let me see how good that inked up. Looks good. All right. So we've got our Friends Forever right there. You wash it because I'll show you what I mean. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off of here. I'm going to take it off of here. And I'm going to take some scissors and I'm just going to cut this apart because I don't always want Friends Forever on there, right? So I've cut these apart. So now I can ink them up, you know, separately. So I might want to put this on the outside of the card and I might want to put this on the inside of the card. But by cutting them apart like that, it's like a puzzle. So now if I want to put them together, they match up perfectly so that the next time if I do want them together, I can. So see what I mean? So you don't want to like snip and fix it because then you'll take away that perfect match, right? Okay, so anyway, so that's that. But like I said, as soon as you do that, the warranty is gone. All right, then we're going to take the cute little shovel. Let me get these off of here. I don't need that anymore. All right, so we're going to take our cute little shovel. Because maybe I need to dig up my friend, right? Or maybe she has to dig me up. Maybe I'm the zombie and she's finding me or vice versa. All right. Because I can't believe Walking Dead is coming to an end. All right, so we're going to put our shovel right here. Like that. And you can see, right? So it's into the dirt. So it's got dirt on it, and I'm going to let it dry just a little bit. All right. So I'm going to let that dry before I color it, because I'm going to color in here where that ink is. So let's put the front of our card together, and then we'll come back. All right, so what I chose was, because we have used these colors on the card, I chose these colors for my card. Now, this is not a normal size card. It's a little squattier because I wanted this to fill the card, right? So I made it a little bit squattier. I also used the splatters. So there's a new die that's called Stripes and Splatters. And I wanted it to kind of have splattery looking, even though you don't really see it that much. I know it's there on the card. And I just put that splatter on the soft suede. So Early Espresso, soft suede is going to go in the front. And then I thought this was fun because it looks kind of dirty, right? And this is from the Bloom Where You're Planted DSP. So that's where that came from. So let me put these together. So like I said, you won't really see tons of that splatter. It's just on the edge. Just on the edge. All right, and then let's bring our fingers over. All right, so we're going to put our fingers on. And then I also, while our shovel is drying, I want to put a little bit of three-dimensional stuff and put some embellishments on here. Now, you're definitely not going to put some pretty bling on this kind of card, right? But what I wanted to do is, so I'm looking through, you know, all my embellishments. So I've got the cute little pebbles. They probably would work. I've got the matte, classic matte dots would probably work, polished dots. And you would just color them with your blends and change the color. But what I picked was the faux sea glass because they have such fun shapes to them. And I thought these looked really like dirt pieces coming out of the ground. All right, so let me show you what I did. Let me get my little piece here. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your sea glass, let that shovel dry a little bit more. Let me flip this over. So you're gonna take your sea glass, and I'm gonna take my dark, so my SU 100, and we're just going to color a few of these sea glasses with that dark. So we're just coloring a few of these pieces with the dark. So I did some ahead of time. So here they are ahead of time. I also put a little bit of Wink Stella on them. And it just made them sparkle a little bit, you know, because we got to have sparkly dirt. So let's bring this back over here. So we're going to put some of these. Where's my pick tool? We're going to put a few of these on our card. So we've got like dirt flecks into the sky. So just add some 3D to our card. Because we've got to have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got to have one more. Got to have uneven. Even the zombies know that it looks better with uneven. I have a very twisted brain. Isn't that sad? But not scary twisted. Just fun, right? You got to think out of the box. All right. So we've got our fun little stones, you know, in the air. All right, so that's going to go on here, but let's color our shovel. So we're going to color our shovel, and I need, let's see, I need. So I'm going to grab a couple more of these. So this is a 4 and a 6. So what do I say? I have to keep telling in my head. So 6 is lighter. All right. It's hard. I'm so used to things just having, you know, light and dark, but this is just, you have to go by the number. All right. So this is just 6. Right? 6. And then I want to have a little bit of darker. And then this is a little bit of the darker. I'm glad I haven't scared you away. All right. And then that's just a little bit darker. So we have a wood handle, wood here. And then our shovel will be dark gray granite. And I'm also going to use dark smoky slate as well. So see how that dirt is on the shovel now. It's digging in there, saying, where are you? Where are you, BFF? Where are you? It's the last season of Walking Dead. Come on out. All right, so let's see here. So that's light and gray granite, light and dark gray granite. And then this is the dark smoky slate. So I like how this looks. And because this is stamped with a water base, it holds the color pretty well, you know. But doesn't it look like it's digging into the dirt? Let's see, am I missing anything? See, Lily? Honking honk. I could sit here and enjoy the banter between sisters. Oh my gosh. And then our nose wiggles when we laugh so hard. Okay, so let's see here. We also want to put a little bit of a shadow. So we're going to take our light gray granite, and then we laugh at each other as we point at each other going, your nose is wiggling, your nose is wiggling. All right. So that's just a little bit. So see how it makes that shovel pop off the page, right? That little bit of a shadow line makes a big difference. And half the time you don't even know why it does that, you know? All right, so there's that. And then if you want, you can run it through the splatter, but you have to run it through the splatter after you color it. So can you see the splatter on there? So do you like it with the splatter? Should I glue the one with the splatter in the card or the plain? So you can see the difference when I hold it like this, right? So you can see one's splattered and one's not. So what do you think? What do you think? Oh, it would be a great Halloween card, wouldn't it? Not too creepy. Okay, so let me tell, you're supposed to tell me if you want splattered on the inside or not while I stick this on the card. All right, so I'm going to stick it on with dimensionals. So I'm going to use the black dimensionals because I'm using the dark cardstock. So these are the black dimensionals. And you get big and little in the same package. So this is just going to pop it off the page a little bit. You like the plain? Okay, plain on the inside? That's totally fine. You don't really see much of the splatter. I was just like, oh, I wonder what that would look like. All right. And you don't hardly see much of the splatter on this one either. But I do like that folder. All right. So there's our hands, and then we'll put the plain one. The plain one got voted in. I love when you help me. I love when you help me stamp. Just friends hanging out, making creepy cards. Oh, the coloring. Yeah, the color. I did a little better on the coloring on the inside with you guys. With the two different colors of the browns and everything. So, plus this probably looks a little different because you put that on there. But anyways, so isn't that so fun? Oh my gosh. Isn't that? So here's the one. So don't laugh. So here's the one I played with. Remember? Because usually I have a card that's done. And then I go, oh, here's the one I was looking at. I only had one piece of 6x6. So here's me playing. So this is what those fingers look like before. So I was like, well, how do I want to bend the fingers? So anyways, and then this is what it turned into. So, but it is definitely fun. So think outside of the box when you are making things. And I could have made it a smaller card, but anyways. So because this is 6x6. And then, so yeah. So that is today's fun card. Now I have to make my Insta Hop. Oh my gosh, I need to get that card done and uploaded. And that will be, and I will show you that Friday. And it's using the cute little ladybug that I did with the texture. But, so I think that turns out like, so I thought the boo was good for the front. So anyways, it is a perfect size because, oh, I forgot to show you. Let me get an envelope. Let's get an envelope. Envelope. Because it fits in that. This is a regular envelope, right? So it fits in the envelope. It's just a little skinnier. Just a little skinnier. So anyways, but I love it. I love it. And I think those pieces of dirt make it look even more funner. So anyways, so yeah. So there is the fun card for today for Whatcha Makin Wednesdays. And if you have any suggestions on weird cards, I love to hear it. So if you do something like this, let me know, because think outside of the box, right? Or outside of the dirt. So anyways, so thank you so much. So much. All right, I don't think I see, it was using The Walking Dead, so honey, she used the house. I'll have to look for that. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna say see you later. Tomorrow is haircut day, so I don't do lives on Thursday. It's when I kind of get a lot of class stuff ready and things like that. And then if I have to run any errands, it's that day as well. So anyway, so thank you so much for joining me. So I will see you Friday for my dye shorts, 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. And thank you so much for putting up with my, my crazy cards sometimes. So I think it turned out cute. I might have to send it to Daryl, my favorite Walking Dead person. Anyways, all right, so I'm going to say see you later. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. You always make me feel so good, and you fill my heart with joy. All right, so I'm going to say see you later, for real.